In the case of the fourth case beggars, we have the beggar who is an arhat, one who is left behind the corrupt, has arrived the end, has done duty's doing, dumped the load, is at his intended goal, has thrown off the yokes to rebirth, and freed by straight answer knowledge. He recognizes earth as earth. Recognizing earth as earth, he knows about her. He does not think about her. He does not think of earth in whatever ways he thought of earth. He does not think my earth. He takes no delight in earth. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes water as water. Recognizing water as water, he knows about water. He does not think about water. He does not think of water in whatever ways he thought of water. He does not think my water. He takes no delight in water. How come? Because he has attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes fire as fire. Recognizing fire as fire, he knows about fire. He does not think about fire. He does not think of fire in whatever ways he thought of fire. He does not think my fire. He takes no delight in fire. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes wind as wind. Recognizing wind as wind, he knows about wind. He does not think about wind. He does not think of wind in whatever ways he thought of wind. He does not think my wind. He takes no delight in wind. How come? Because he has attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes beings as beings. Recognizing beings as beings, he knows about beings. He does not think about beings. He does not think of beings in whatever ways he thought of beings. He does not think my being. He takes no delight in beings. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes deities as deities. Recognizing deities as deities, he knows about deities. He does not think about deities. He does not think of deities in whatever ways he thought of deities. He does not think my deities. He takes no delight in deities. How come? Because he attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes the Creator as the Creator. Recognizing the Creator as the Creator, he knows about the Creator. He does not think about the Creator. He does not think of the Creator in whatever ways he thought of the Creator. He does not think my Creator. He takes no delight in the Creator. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes God as God. Recognizing God as God, he knows about God. He does not think about God. He does not think of God in whatever ways he thought of God. He does not think my God. He takes no delight in God. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes radiant beings as radiant beings. Recognizing radiant beings as radiant beings, he knows about radiant beings. He does not think about radiant beings. He does not think of radiant beings in whatever ways he thought of radiant beings. He does not think my radiant beings. He takes no delight in radiant beings. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes luminous beings as luminous beings. Recognizing luminous beings as luminous beings, he knows about luminous beings. He does not think about luminous beings. He does not think of luminous beings in whatever ways he thought of luminous beings. He does not think of my luminous beings. He takes no delight in luminous beings. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes bountiful beings as bountiful beings. Recognizing bountiful beings as bountiful beings, he knows about bountiful beings. He does not think about bountiful beings. He does not think of bountiful beings in whatever ways he thought of bountiful beings. He does not think my bountiful beings. He takes no delight in bountiful beings. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes up above as up above. Recognizing up above as up above, he knows about up above. He does not think about up above. He does not think of up above in whatever ways he thought of up above. He does not think my up above. He takes no delight in up above. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes space sphere as space sphere. Recognizing space sphere as space sphere, he knows about the space sphere. He does not think about the space sphere. He does not think of the space sphere in whatever ways he thought of the space sphere. He does not think my space sphere. He takes no delight in the space sphere. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes consciousness sphere as consciousness sphere. Recognizing consciousness sphere as consciousness sphere, he knows about consciousness sphere. He does not think about consciousness sphere. He does not think of consciousness sphere in whatever ways he thought of consciousness sphere. He does not think my consciousness sphere. He takes no delight in consciousness sphere. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes no thing there sphere as no thing there sphere. Recognizing no thing there sphere as no thing there sphere, he knows about no thing there sphere. He does not think about no thing there sphere. He does not think of no thing there sphere in whatever ways he thought of no thing there sphere. He does not think my no thing there sphere. He takes no delight in no thing there sphere. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes neither perception nor non-perception sphere as neither perception nor non-perception sphere. Recognizing neither perception nor non-perception sphere as neither perception nor non-perception sphere, he does not think about neither perception nor non-perception sphere. He does not think of neither perception nor non-perception sphere in whatever ways he thought of neither perception nor non-perception sphere. He does not think of mind, neither perception nor non-perception sphere. He takes no delight in neither perception nor non-perception sphere. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes seeing as seeing. Recognizing seeing as seeing, he knows about seeing. He does not think about seeing. He does not think of seeing in whatever ways he thought of seeing. He does not think of my seeing. He takes no delight in seeing. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes hearing as hearing. Recognizing hearing as hearing, he knows about hearing. He does not think about hearing. He does not think of hearing whatever ways he thought of hearing. He does not think my hearing. He takes no delight in hearing. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes sensing as sensing. Recognizing sensing as sensing, he knows about sensing. He does not think about sensing. He does not think of sensing in whatever ways he thought of sensing. He takes no delight in sensing. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes intuiting as intuiting. Recognizing intuiting as intuiting, he knows about intuiting. He does not think about intuiting. He does not think of intuiting in whatever ways he thought of intuiting. He does not think my intuiting. He takes no delight in intuiting. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes oneness as oneness. Recognizing oneness as oneness, he knows about oneness. He does not think about oneness. He does not think of oneness in whatever ways he thought of oneness. He does not think my oneness. He takes no delight in oneness. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes multiplicity as multiplicity. Recognizing multiplicity as multiplicity, he knows about multiplicity. He does not think about multiplicity. He does not think of multiplicity in whatever ways he thought of multiplicity. He does not think my multiplicity. He takes no delight in multiplicity. How come? Because he's attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes the all as the all. Recognizing the all as the all, he knows about the all. He does not think about the all. He does not think of the all in whatever ways he thought of the all. He does not think my all. He takes no delight in the all. How come? Because he has attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust, so say I. He recognizes Nibbana as Nibbana. Recognizing Nibbana as Nibbana, he does not think about Nibbana. He does not think of Nibbana in whatever ways he thought of Nibbana. He does not think my Nibbana. He takes no delight in Nibbana. How come? Because he has attained freedom from lust by the withering away of lust. So say I.